How you doing? So yesterday it was an us or them kind of groove, right? Or more us or you kind of groove, as in them or me. It's me. What are you on about, mate? Yesterday's vlog we were talking about how my family is saying that they will refuse some of their medical appointments if I don't go and get some of my own stuff sorted out, and I do the typical thing of just holding out until realistically it's too late, or getting too late to the point that like complications start to develop, and some complications are probably going to start to develop. It's going to be more and more difficult to manage as time goes on. I was willing to let it go on. But yeah, I got told today, I got a text through on my phone, you've got an appointment tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. at your local doctor's surgery to see a doctor who I don't know of, but I haven't actually had a doctor for 2 years. I don't know if that's a thing around the rest of the world, but like you register and you get assigned a doctor. So you don't have to see that same doctor every time, but generally speaking, you have a doctor that you can go and see, who you can build a relationship with, who gets to know your crap, and that way you don't have to tell everyone in the doctor's surgery that I don't know, you've got a head like an egg. I don't know, but yeah, I got the text through, and it was my mum. Cheeky sod called the doctor's surgery, and initially apparently they wanted to give me a phone consultation, which wouldn't have done any good because it's a phone consultation. I've had phone consultations for stuff like depression and things like that, and sleeping medication, and realistically that's not gonna do you any good. Like, you could say anything over the phone, and as long as it lines up with something they've got in a medical book, they're going to have to really take your word on it. You're not a medical professional. I'm not a medical professional. So I don't really like over the phone consultations. I'd rather actually get in there. Well, they offered the over the phone, and what was it? My mum basically said, look, you're not getting this. If we don't get him in to see a doctor, he's probably going to end up doing something himself. And they were like, he wouldn't, would he? She was like, yes. So they were like, oh god, we'll get an appointment as soon as we can tomorrow then. And so there you go. I'm going into the doctors because my reputation precedes me. The number of times I've hurt myself or injured myself and done a self-repair is I'm held together with tape and cable ties. So that's a joy of joys, and realistically I'm just hoping we can get this over and done with sooner rather than later. Quickly doesn't necessarily have to be painless, but quickly would be very much appreciated. Actually, it was doubly funny because the gate guardian, the guardian to the doctors, the secretary, I believe at one point she tallied up my age. Wait, and my mum was like, yeah, he's coming up to he's 36. She goes, I'm probably going to have to stand by the door to make sure he actually goes in. It's like, he doesn't like doctors then. Mum's like, no, not at all. And that's when she mentioned my my regular self-repairs. I'll get back to the day in a sec. I'm catching up with Steve's vlogs at the moment, so just give me a bit.
But going back to the conversation that didn't happen, because this is where it really bothers me. At some point, in my job, they decided to start trying to measure us with these surveys that they do every year. You know, they want to know how engaged you are. And this seems to be kind of something that's happening across the board. Like, companies talk about you being part of their family and things like that. But, you know, they're measuring engagement because they want to make sure they're getting the most out of you. Now, they're not going to say that, but it's basically implied.
This cup's looking a bit manky, isn't it? Ugh. Probably a couple hour old coffee. It's fine. It's fine. Still good. I do like watching Steve's vlogs. It's kind of sad I don't comment on them because I don't watch them on a device that I can leave a comment on. So that means I then have to go back to Steve's channel to leave a comment, and then I forget to leave a comment. Also, I just had to have an auth email sent through, and there was a notification on my phone. This is fun. Van was fucking live. Like, Van Fury was live. Death Rows, fucking from way back in the day. I was like, yeah, mate, never see Van anymore. There he was, live. Like, the fuck? It was a VTuber, though. I was like, where's Van? What's going on? Oh, man. There's that was the funs. Is that like the new thing everyone's doing, is VTubing? Because I think the closest thing I do to that is dicking around in VR chat. It's not the same, is it? That's how out of touch I am. I think the only time I ever really watch a VTuber outside of VR chat would be Shibuya Kaho. But then she does regular streams too, and IRL streams, so not really VTuber-y, but she's had a character done, so good times. Sorry, just trying to get this microphone out of the way without, go on, there you go, without dropping it. So yeah, going to the vet, can't wait. But everyone seems to have had an alright day. Boys have just had, what is it, today's Monday? So apparently it's Mama Day. My day is Dad Friday? That's Father Friday, I guess. Where that's come from, I have no idea, but that's the groove they've got going on at the moment. Now, the eldest went and made his crown for the Queenie's Jubilee, glue gun and all, bless his cottons. And my youngest has thrown together a stop motion on the iPad. They've been doing stop motions for ages. I remember them doing them like ages and ages ago on other little tablets and stuff, but they broke and they lost like all of their little animations and stuff. They've now started doing it again, and they're coming out pretty well. Does anyone remember when you used to have to do stop motions like web cameras or actual cameras and then animate them by hand, shy of like having an iPad app or whatever? It's neat though. I think it came out really well considering. So, you know, awesome. Like, that's cool. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them on Friday. No fucking idea. Although, you never know, I might have been put down by then, so stop it, because people get really pissy when you do it. I know. But then maybe people will learn to stop comparing themselves to me. I don't know why. Don't ask. It's a conversation I've had with a couple of folks, the recent. I was like, look, don't compare yourselves to me. I'm a fucking bum. I haven't made it. I ain't ever gonna make it, because I ain't trying to. But I desperately wish that the friends of mine that want to make it, in whatever it is they want to make it in, their careers, their family lives, something creative, YouTube, Twitch, Pornhub, whatever it is that everyone's doing. I hope they make it if they really want it. Just don't use me as an example unless you're going to use me as a cautionary tale. Don't do what he does, because he's fucking shit. He has got the charisma of a paper towel. Charisma and skill of a paper towel, I'll have you know. There's goddamn. But, yeah. Also, just found that it's really sad to see how many people are letting go of their dreams. We'll have another chat about that another time, though. But yeah, I'm gonna head the off. So, I hope you're all well. Wish me luck. I might end up straight jack. No, doctors don't do that, do they? Just imagine they're getting drugged and chucked into an insane asylum by the end of the day. They don't do that, so they should be all right. And I'll see you all with a bit of luck tomorrow. Fuck, I forgot. We beat main game Monster Hunter Rise today. Well chuffed. I'm still going to be playing it because I promised I'm going to be helping people through 6-star and 7-star high rank, and then it unlocks ranks, and then you go all the way up to 999. Although you only need to go up to 100, I think, to complete all of the extra quests. Then we're preparing for the DLC, and then we'll go to Monster Hunter World. We're going the backwards. Oh, proper this time. See ya.